So I'm going to bridle Piper for the first time today. So I'm going to have her lower her head like I taught her previously. And just have the bridle ready for her. I took the reins off today because I just wanted her to wear it around while I lunge her and do some other things. It's a great way of getting them used to it by just wearing it. I'm not going to put it in her mouth and then instantly start pulling on her. I just want her to wear it first. So I have the cavesson kind of up by my brow band here, kind of get it out of the way, and I'm just going to put it right on her forehead here and get her used to just being in the position to be bridled. Bring her head back, I'm going to lower it, and just practice the position here. Just get close to her mouth, that's the second step. First step, I'm just going to have it near her face. There she's kind of thinking about putting it in her mouth. That's perfect. So I reward that by taking it away. So most people there would be like, oh, she's going to put it in her mouth, so I'm going to shove it in her mouth, and then she gets scared. So right there, she was backing up. I'm just going to hold it up there, and then I'll take it away when she relaxes. But most people try and shove it in her mouth right away, and I want to reward that and build some confidence in her. So first step, just kind of get on her face while she's in the bridling position, which is right next to you with her head low and her face somewhat bent towards you. Once she can do that, I'm going to bring the bit up a little bit closer. So see if we can do step 1, step 2. Just kind of rub the bit on her lips, be like, yeah, we're going to put this in your mouth, but I'm not going to attack you with it and shove it in there. Wait for her to relax here a bit. There, I'm going to take it away. So you can either take it away completely, or you can just drop it like I did there. Like she's doing pretty good with it, so I just dropped it. Step 3 is just bringing it up and opening her mouth with the corner of her mouth with your thumb. So step 1, I just bring the bridle up. Step 2, I bring the bit up and kind of have it touch her lips. And step 3, I just put my thumb in the corner of her mouth and just open it. And I'm not going to shove her bit in their mouth. I'm just going to have her open her mouth. And I'll release when she does that. I just wanted to break it down into steps. This works really well. I do it with all my horses, and I never had a browing problem. So she's done step 1 through 3, and step 4 is actually putting it in her mouth. So she didn't do too bad. It's a little low in her mouth. That's fine. I lengthened it a bit, and she's getting her tongue over. That's totally cool. Don't worry about it too much. I'm going to fix it in a second. So there we go. There we go. All right. But I loosened it on purpose because I much rather have the bridle be too big when I first put it in. Not in excess to where it's banging on her teeth, but too big to where it's not yanking up the sides of her mouth and putting a bunch of pressure on her. If it's loose and lowered in her mouth, that's not putting pressure on it, it's just hanging in there. So then, now that it's in, I can adjust it and figure out exactly where the perfect place for her is going to be. So we're starting off right now. She's got a French link D-ring in. So I usually start them in a snaffle bit. It just kind of depends on the horse. So I'm going to try this one. I usually try something light, just a plain snaffle. I also like the full cheek for this one. So some of them don't like the French link. I think it's too maneuverable in their mouth, too many pieces maybe. But we'll just try it there and go from there, and we can kind of play with it as we go. But I'm going to take the cavesson off because I don't want to put too much pressure on her at once. So she's already not really used to wearing the bridle. She'd been used to wearing the saddle before I got her, but not so much the bridle. So I'm just going to let her get used to that one thing. And I want her to be able to chew on it, so I'm going to take that off. I'm not going to tie her mouth shut because I want her to chew on it. And I want to know when she's comfortable, and I'll know that once she stops mouthing it. So I'm just going to do the throat latch and make sure she's got her tongue still underneath it, which she does.
She's the one throwing it up.
And it's just right in the corner of her mouth there. It's not wrinkling up anything. So it's right where I want it.
Oh. Figure it out.
So some geldings especially have the canine teeth right behind their incisors. And I will put a bit up higher in those horses' mouths just because I don't want the bit to hit those canines. Mares usually don't. Some do, but she does not. So her bit's going to be a little bit lower in her mouth, but it just kind of depends on the horse. I don't like to crank them up there, but it is worse to have it hit their teeth. So we'll just try and keep them as comfortable as possible.